Hey everyone. I know we have a lot of new consultants on here, and I know that there is a lot of information um, out there as far as where your upline is like tagging you and different things. So I just kind of wanted to do a quick Zoom with a few things that I just wanted to go over. Um, so first of all, I wanted to initially talk about the national doc. So when you go into Woods Warriors, and it's just in the announcements, it's at the very top. It says National Doc Team document for February, and that's just because that's whenever I shared it. But whenever you click on it, it will give you all the updated information. This is something that our national leaders and some other virtual party leaders have put together. And we've all kind of added our own little tips and stuff like that in there, and they just put this together. So it is a really great tool, you guys. It has all kinds of information. New consultants, start right here. It walks you through everything you need. Talks about national conference, our calendar, the calls that we have. Since May, since when people sign up in May, they're going to get the opportunity to buy the $109 kit that has the quick cooker. So there's some May quick cooker tips for sales and recruiting. There's May to-do tips and resources. There's booking information. But one thing I wanted to show you guys in here, so definitely familiarize yourself with this. I know a lot of you work full-time and a lot of you are very busy. And I know I always use my daughter as an excuse, but whenever she first started this business, her husband was always on TDY, so he was always gone. If I said that right, Arlene, if you're watching this. But she has two small children. At the time, they were 4 and 6 or 3 and 5, 1 to 2. But the time when she signed up, she had the two small children. She was working part-time and going to school and was basically a single mom because her husband was gone all the time with the Air Force. She not only made sure that she did all the training like she was supposed to and looking at all the different things, but she promoted to director and then advanced director within 90 days. So you guys, I just want you to know that if it's important to you to really learn this, you will find the time, you will make yourself a calendar, make yourself a schedule of what works for you, and take the time to look through this because this national document is huge, okay? There's a ton of information about everything you need. Okay, so I'll get off that bandwagon. But one of the cool things I wanted to show you here, so whenever you first click on it, say you're just wanting some booking words, okay? So if you do Control F, this little box pops up over here where you can type in keywords. So you can type in booking, and it will automatically take you to everything that has the word booking in it. So need bookings, has pictures, booking words for May for virtual parties. If they are a past guest host, a cooking show, birthday message, follow-up booking messages, how to overcome objections. So you get people that say no. We never take no at face value. We just do not do that. You always try to get a follow-up with them. There's a way to do it without being pushy, and that's why these objections are good. Literally everything's copy and paste, you guys. Okay, so say you want to get into the virtual party system. If you just type in virtual, not remembering exactly what it says, then it will take you to the virtual party training. So here is additional resources, virtual party training. There is a training group. Now there's one that's on, that's for the Bazaar Bullet Train as a whole. And then of course I have one specifically for Woods Warriors with how I do my host coaching because it's just a little bit different than what this national doc tells you to do. This national doc will have you doing host coaching starting on Monday, the Monday before your party starts, so a whole week, whereas my host coaching has you starting it on Thursday before the party. And that's just what I've chosen to do. But I urge you guys to try both ways out and see what works best for you. So then if you click on this VP Business System, then it tells you everything. There's a Google Calendar, there's an overview, there's helpful videos, how to set up a show, what to put in your host packet, how to create the Party Consultants Corner, along with a video for those of you that need visual training. I don't do well with just somebody telling me what to do. I need to watch something and take my own notes. And I had to do that. And I would say for probably the first 3 or 4 months, I had notes written down on a piece of paper on how to set up a party step by step. And that's when I finally decided to do my own Word docs and some of my own videos to show people how to create a closed group. Again, there's a video. The description you want to add, literally copy and paste this message to send. There's a party template, all the information that you need, you guys. So say, for instance, you know, today's Tuesday and you want to know, what am I supposed to do for Tuesday? You can hit Control F again. Control F is your friend here with all of the information. You can type in Tuesday. And it will tell you everything that has to do with Tuesday. So host coaching pictures. This didn't take me right there where I thought it would, but you get the idea. So Control F, type in your keyword, and it will tell you exactly what you need to do, okay? So that's what I wanted to go over with the national document, okay? And again, the host coaching here is a little bit different than what I have in the Woods Warriors VP training group. But again, you guys can do what you want to do. You don't have to follow exactly the way I did things. I didn't follow exactly the way I was trained. And I will tell you guys that for those of us that have been in it, I mean, I've only been in it for 2 years, but whenever I first started, we didn't have all of this. We didn't have these resources. I literally had to, I YouTubed everything that Claudia Bazar had on YouTube because she was the person who recruited me. And I looked at PC University for information. So that's how I was able to figure things out. But that's why also I decided to make my own Word documents and the things that I have in Woods Warriors. So going to that, in Woods Warriors, I have tons of things in the announcements. And I know that it's a lot, but the National Doc is one. I've got a template for everyone to use that I want you to edit. I do not want you to use every single post as is, because you will put yourself in Facebook jail. You'll get a message that says this was spam, it never posted, you wasted your time. Group host coaching. This host coaching document is basically what I'm posting in the VP training group every single day. If you guys are not in that VP training group, all you have to do is type in Woods Warriors VP training group, and this is it. I'm literally just posting what you do for your May 6th parties, the group host coaching dog, May 6th. And again, in here, if you say you have a May 13th party coming up, but you can't remember what you were supposed to do yet, you can type in 13th, and it will pull up what you should have already done for your May 13th parties. May 6th, if you're not sure, wait, did I do everything that I was supposed to do? If it's Saturday and you know you're supposed to close your party, you can type in Saturday, and it will tell you what you're supposed to do every Saturday, every Sunday, so on and so forth. This search feature, you guys, you will want to use that in every single group. And I want you to get into the habit of, instead of sending a message to your upline or asking a question in a group, use this search feature, because 9 times out of 10, somebody has already asked the question. Now, if you search something and you don't find it, then what you would want to do is go ahead and ask the question, but please exhaust that first. So for instance, on the Pampered Chef virtual party group, say I want to know the difference between a rock crock and a, oh my gosh, rock crock and, what has somebody asked? Oh, the rock crock and the, what are those big heavy pans? I hate that I'm recording this right now. I've had to look this up before. So rock crock versus, oh, I hate that I don't know the word, the thing of that. So rock crock versus maybe. There we go. Rock crock versus deep covered baker. Rock crock versus Instant Pot that they put instant. Everything you want to know about the rock crocks, you could go, oh man, somebody's already asked that question. Very cool. And then you can literally just screenshot it. Now, I don't know about y'all on your computer, but I have the snipping tool. And if you don't have it already down here, you can type in snipping. Click on it, click on new. You can take a screenshot of what they said, copy it, and then paste it into a message in that group. I use this all of the time for people to ask questions, because I don't always know the answer to everything. So I use. Well, and I'm honest about it. I'll say like, you know what, I'm not really sure. I have both or I don't have both, or just be honest with people. If you've never used the product, be honest. People do not want you to BS them, okay? So, but I always say, but I have a group that I can use, and I will ask that question there, and then you copy and paste that message, or several of them. Here's what some people said. Some people liked it, some people didn't. You want to give, definitely good and bad, because you don't want to mislead anybody. That's going to cause you trouble later on, and you'll lose a customer. It has graphics. See, here's somebody that has how does the Quick Cooker compare to other brands? So like somebody wanting to know, the Quick Cooker in comparison to an Instapot. Okay. So there's my thing on that. Also in the Pampered Chef Virtual Party group, you go to the photos section. They have albums, photos. So if you're looking for, say you want, this isn't one I want to look at. Roll call pictures. I need more roll call pictures. Well, this actually just says April, but you get the idea. So you can use the photo albums for different things: Mother's Day post, Easter post, thank you graphics, all of that. And you can also type in here Mother's Day. Okay, lots of people are asking about Mother's Day. If you click on most recent, it's going to tell you, for 2019. So you can click on that, boom. There's a Mother's Day graphic you can use. All the graphics here are free for all. Everybody shares these because we share them with everybody. So again, just use the search feature. Same with virtual party games. I don't always use the search feature for this one. I just basically go to the photo albums and I look for different games. And usually it'll show a picture of the game and it'll show the answer here. And then I just save it. So for instance, I have this one saved. And I have folders on my desktop titled games. Okay, so then I would just put here I have it right here, green beans game, green beans answers. So when I go in and edit my template and post my party, which I do at least every 2 weeks, change out the games, change out some of the interactive posts. It just helps keep it fresh, especially for guests that may have just booked off of a person and then you're sharing the exact same template again. It's boring for them. So I like to go in and edit that. So I have lots of things saved in folders for that reason, because it makes it easier for me. So let me go back to this, because interactive, I believe, is what I searched one time to get different pictures. Interactive post for my VPs. Okay, so there's different kinds of things. So like wish list Wednesday, what's on your wish list? You can put this on your template for Wednesday. Name something that your mother, grandmother cooked that was your favorite. So I don't have that one. I like that. So I would keep that and save it. And I actually have a folder called Interactive, HI, and I have tons of different things. I have things for spring, for Thanksgiving, for Halloween that I can just go in here and use. So this is one, and I just have them kind of numbered. So my last one was 45. I'm just going to put 46. And I'm going to add that to one of my templates because I like that. So let me show you how I edit my template. So you sign in to post my party, okay? And you go over here to your templates and you list them. I have tons of templates because I have training templates and things like that. So here's a template that I use. It's an 8-day template. It has the pre-party, the regular party, and it's gender neutral. Nothing in here says she or he. So then what I would do is say every 2 weeks I go in and I might, change this. So this is stay tuned. I'm kind of over that. I kind of did that though for May, so I'm going to keep it, but I just want to show you how I'm going to change it. You click change, browse file. I have a stay tuned folder so I can change it up. And I would just pick whichever one I want. I like this one, it's pink, that works. Okay. So then back to your template, and you might want to go through and change, like I want to add that grandma one on here. So let me find an interactive post. Actually, I had one similar, but I really like that one. I want to say it posts closer here. What's wrong? I don't want to have two of the same, so I really have to find it, but I want to show you guys. For those of you watching this, I apologize that I ramble on for days. It is just what I do. Dadgummit, I can't find it. Okay, the same thing applies. You would literally click on, like, for instance, that's a kitchen tip. Same with kitchen tips. I tried to change those out. Okay, here's an interactive one. Let's have some fun. 10 tickets for each person that participates. So you just click change. Go to where you want to do that, the interactive post, and pick the one you want, the grandma one, whatever it is. One you just saved, 46. Okay, so that's how you do that. If you guys want to add something to your template, for instance, we had some help with cancer stuff. Okay, I wanted to go in and I wanted to add a post for help with cancer. So I just chose, the post that was here was one that didn't really get a lot of views. So I just chose this. And when you do that, you click on add new post. You type in whatever you want to type along with this link, because this always puts the link. And then you can click on multi-picture, picture, video link. I never use album link. I don't know how to do it. And then add your pictures, and then you click update. Well, you have to click your day and your time and click update. So you guys can go in here and literally add anything you want, delete anything you want. Say, I love everything in my template. I do not want to change a thing. Then you don't have to edit it. For instance, this veggie spiralizer one. This actually gets a lot of posts, but I could be like, I want to change it to the popcorn maker. So I'd find images of the popcorn maker. I would put it here, and then what I do is I go to Pampered Chef and I find a description. Okay, so I would just type in popcorn maker. You literally copy and paste this along with, and it's dishwasher safe and has a 1-year guarantee, or whatever you want to do. And then you can just add a picture and then click update. And that way it stays on day 5 at 7 p.m. and you're not adding new posts, you're literally just editing. So I hope that helps you guys as far as editing your post and things like that with Post My Party. The last thing I want to go over with you guys is how to navigate Consultants Corner, because there's a lot of information here in Consultants Corner. Can help you. Now what I do, again, you've seen I have all those documents that I save. But from here, of course, you're going to see all of your party information. You can change the date so that it's just to where you're currently looking at. Right now I'm at May 6th. So it's just going to pull up your May 6th parties. But if you need to edit something, you're going to click the 3 dots. And this is where you edit it. So first of all, I want to make sure you guys are all putting your Sunday close date here. Because if you make this date Friday in Consultants Corner, that means that's the last day that link is going to work at midnight. So if somebody tries to order on the 11th, your host, for instance, it will not let them order. It's going to let them order from your personal website, okay, not their link, including their guest. So this is very important to change it to the 12th or even the 13th if you're deciding that you want to close parties on Mondays and not Sundays. The Post My Party date, however, will always have the Friday pre-party date. So I'm getting ready today to set up my May 13th parties. So my pre-party start date will be the 10th, okay? That's the date I'm going to put for Post My Party. That's because that's when the template starts, okay? So don't get those 2 dates confused. All right, so Consultants Corner. I personally just like to click full site because that gives me everything that I need. In news and events, there's the STIR, the email that you get every Tuesday. Business Center is where you can see your income, your Pampered Chef dollars, your financial information, policies and procedures. This is going to be something you guys will look at if you have questions. Training, there's all kinds of training on here, you guys. Marketing imagery is something I use a lot. So it's going to give you imaging for Disney, social. I use social a lot. because this is going to give you cover photos. It's going to give you things that are new, registry pictures, and you can save all of these pictures. Looking in recruiting, fundraising, things for your team. If you want to know the host or guest specials, you click on host. And it's already given you what July's is, okay? So you would just save this to your desktop, and this is what I do. I have a documents desktop that says host and guest specials, and I have April host, May host. I have June on here now. Now I'm going to put July as well, and that way I always have it saved. So marketing imagery is going to be your friend as well, okay? Okay. Promotions and recognition, you guys. This will tell you about new consultant rewards, any sales promotions we have. So right now we have the free for all. Earn new fall products in May. It tells you what you have to do for level 1, for level 2, for level 3, and when they will send you the products. So this is where you can get all of that information. And again, I urge you guys to check all of this out so that you know before you start asking. Familiarize yourself with this website. It also talks about magic in the making for the Disney trip. So it gives you all of the information you need. What you get, first of all, trip details, depending on which trip or which level, how to earn points, how to track your progress, the FAQs. There's a tracker you can use to keep track of, and what points you need for what level you're at, okay? Awards and recognition. Excellence awards. This is something you guys will want to familiarize yourself with as well. So depending on which category you're in, you get this amount in a gift card. So if you click track your progress, it will tell you where you're at. So for instance, you're required to get $55,000 in commissionables or in personal sales. I have 127,000, so it says I don't need any. So that's one category I've earned. Personal recruits, I need 15, I only have 9. I need 6 more. Developing leader points, it required me to have 10, I had 16, so I don't need any. So I've earned 2 categories, which means I'm going to get the $500 gift card on top of 500 Pampered Chef dollars. Now, if you want to know information for each, you can click on this and it'll tell you, say for instance, for personal recruits, it will tell me that in order for a personal recruit to qualify, they have to have 1,250 in sales. So everybody that has achieved by their name, they have achieved the 1,250 in sales. So the ones that don't won't be on this number here. So that's kind of what how you can check that out. Recipes and resources under My Shows. Tons and tons of different resources and recipes you guys can use here. Selling and recruiting, Consultant Connection is someplace that I go a lot. You just click on Consultant Connection again. It will tell you here on this page what your month-to-date personal sales are and what your estimated commission is as of right now. Your personal team sales if you've built a team, and so on and so forth. You can also click on where it says Career Plan Chart, and it will give you a list of the different levels and what you get for those levels. So this is something you guys will want to, I actually have this printed off and sitting on my desktop. If you click on Performance Details, it will tell you all of your information, what your current commission is, if you have overrides, if you've built a team, and what it is so far. It will also tell you your title and what you're paid as. So I was an executive director, but I have not been able to maintain that level. So now I'm being paid as a senior director, which I'm fine with. You know, but this will tell you what you're being paid as. So those are your friends for navigating Consultants Corner. And you guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in this playback in the comment section. Let me know what helped you the most, what you weren't quite sure about. And hopefully this kind of cleared up some things for everybody. But definitely one of the things I want to definitely urge you guys to do is get familiar with the National Doc. even if you don't use their host coaching verbatim, or how they do it, I want you to at least get familiar with a lot of the other different things, the overcoming booking objections, recruiting, launch parties, fundraisers, registries. All of that information is right there. We had leaders that put that together for you guys so you don't have to try and search for it yourself. And it's a huge, huge thing that they've all done for you guys. So anyways, I hope that helps y'all, and you have a great day.